back to the Gray Questing Challenge. This is Robert with Questing with Rob. We are going to continue this. Here are the rules. I hope you can see them. That is what we will be abiding by during this challenge. If you want to hear them read out loud, I suggest you go back and watch video 1 at the very beginning, because I go through each of them in detail. And we're going to be discussing different versions of this particular challenge that we might do in the future, simply for the sake of, as we go along and we're questing, we're going to do it that way.
The line never ends. You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Khajiit as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Khajiit embassy. This has led to no end of headaches. Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Alright, let's check this out.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape. That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy. To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal. Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony.
This guy is like so full of himself. Holy crap. If I was here listening to him speak, I would have a hard time. I mean, my gosh, he just said, it's paramount to the success of this that High Elf is in charge. It's like they're superior to every other race, even though they're all supposed to feel equal. Now, I know this Queen Irene may not be the one that views everything this way, but he definitely views it that way, and he is her brother, I think? And if that's the truth, yeah, that's Prince Naaman. So yeah, he's the brother, so God, he's full of himself and his race.
An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me. To promote harmony.
Oh, that's right, I already asked that, sir.
The same reason.
Alright, so we need to go to the Ultima Embassy and see what's going on. If you play this game any length of time,
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
One thing she learned really fast is that finals superior race. This is kind of something that runs deep even in there. Like, if you read up on them, for one thing, it helps out, but also if you take a look at, where was I going with that? They even have a splinter group that is really, really high in light. So, like, it's pretty interesting, like, as you do this game, what you start finding here and there. I'm going to hold myself to some other interesting things as well. Obviously, I can only use her gold. I can't utilize anybody else's gold. I think, yeah, it's not. I only have 30, so I won't be sending myself any gold. I'm gonna try to buy her either an apartment or a house eventually, and we'll all be a part of that as well. Should I survive? Anyway, we'll see. I'm still trying to decide on whether or not I'm going to.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in neighborhood.
Alright, so we're trying to go to the Ultimate Embassy to see if we can help out, because they're having some issues. We will find out. Alright. Oh, by the way, Merry Christmas to everybody. It is almost December, and we're past Thanksgiving, so I can say it and be okay without getting killed. You know? So I need to go to Ambassador Tarway and see what's going on. It's going to be interesting, guys. I'm really excited about this challenge. It makes it a lot easier, or a lot more fun to do.
What are you afraid of? Words?
Oh, here we go. Play above. Yep. Let's go up here. Now, for instance, I need to come up with a profile for her that'll guide her through the game too to make this even more interesting. Alright, my brain is always working, and you're going to learn this really quick, okay? I absolutely love role-playing. The more realistic I can make the game, the more of those kinds of things I will do. So, what we're going to do also is she has an MO, alright? She's a high elf, so she has to act accordingly there. She obviously can only use her resources. And then, on top of that, she'll have a personality. Say, like, things that she likes, doesn't like, that influence her decision-making. Like, say she doesn't like a particular race. Overall, her alignment, as Dungeons & Dragons would say, it would be good. So, she would be good to an extent, almost lawful good, until a point. Just like any of us, there are certain ethical situations where we find ourselves compromised because we dislike a certain group of people. Does that make sense? Let me give you a good example, okay? I had a lady yesterday that I had to go deal with her house, okay? And she had been complaining to the city regarding some things that had happened with me and my company that I work for. And she wanted someone to come and fix what was going on her property because we had kind of influenced that as a company whenever it happened. So I was sent there. Now, she's from a certain class, the higher up, more well-off class. I have had some very bad run-ins with rich people, so I tend to be a little prejudiced towards them. I try my hardest not to be, but it still comes out. Now, I had decided before I went over there that there was no way that I was going to treat her nice, that if she pushed me too far, that was it. Well, I go over there, and just because of the way I'm raised and everything, my personality forced me into being kind to this person, okay? And I don't know if it was logic, I don't know, but there's something inside me, the way I tick, I can't mistreat someone until they have proven to me that they have earned that. That makes mistakes. So in this game, what I'm talking about is you have a personality that drives your character. So you can steal, for instance, but say, would you be able to if you're a knight? How seriously do you take the vows that you've taken as a knight? Or she may hate Argonians or dislike the Nords, okay? For some reason, she has something that happened in her past, and the Nords drive her crazy. Well, she won't mind stealing from a Nord, or maybe killing an innocent Nord if they push her far enough. You get what I'm saying? She might already have branded them to a certain extent. Now, is that right or wrong? No, but it makes it more light-like, and makes it where the game's more fun to play. If you want to, there are other things that I'm thinking about adding to this, such as dice and other ways of determining decisions to see if that helps the gameplay be a little more fun for me. So, well, that being said, we're here. We're about to get the quest from this lady. I will see you at the next video. I want you to remember, please, subscribe. This channel is a lot of fun for me, but it's also